All right, so are you ready to get a little creepy crawly? Because we've got a pretty interesting one for you today. Imagine a spider,
Oh no.
but bigger
Okay.
and more venomous. It's giving me chills just thinking about it.
Yeah, it's definitely a fascinating discovery.
So today we're diving deep into the discovery and the implications of a newly confirmed species of the already deadly Sydney funnel web spider.
And the sources we'll be looking at are excerpts from a recent article that details the discovery and what it means for, well, anyone living near these guys.
And trust me, we're going to cover some pretty wild stuff.
Yeah.
Like why they nicknamed this new species Big Boy, just how much bigger it is, and how worried we should actually be about that extra venom. I have a feeling this is going to be one of those deep dives we won't soon forget.
Definitely not. So let's get started, shall we? This big boy, officially named Atrax christenseni after its discoverer Kane Christensen, is really something else.
So yeah, let's talk size. How does this Big Boy measure up to the typical Sydney funnel web? I really don't like thinking about them getting any bigger than they already are.
Well, the average Sydney funnel web spider is about 5 centimeters in length. This new species, it measures up to 9 centimeters,
Oh wow.
almost twice the size.
No.
And to make matters even more interesting, it's not just bigger overall, its venom glands and fangs are proportionally larger too.
Okay, hold on. I know we have some spider enthusiasts listening, but for those of us who haven't exactly been brushing up on our spider anatomy lately, what exactly are venom glands? And why should we be concerned that they're bigger in this new species?
Well, you see, venom glands are basically the spider's poison factories. They produce the venom, and then it gets injected through the fangs, kind of like a hypodermic needle.
Like,
And although a larger gland doesn't always mean a more potent venom, it does mean that a larger volume of venom can be injected with each bite.
okay, so that's why everyone's making such a big deal about this discovery. And that's definitely not a good thing, considering the city funnel web already has a pretty terrifying reputation when it comes to its venom.
Right. It's actually infamous for being highly toxic and incredibly fast-acting. In fact, before the antivenom was developed back in 1981, there were 13 recorded deaths caused by these spiders.
Wow, 13. But I'm guessing the antivenom has been pretty effective since then.
It has, thankfully. There haven't been any fatalities reported since it became widely available.
So even though this new species is bigger and potentially injecting more venom, the antivenom still works on them.
Exactly. It's been proven effective against this new species, too. But there's a catch. It all comes down to speed. If someone gets bitten, receiving medical attention as quickly as possible is absolutely critical.
So basically you're saying don't mess around if you get bitten by one of these things.
Pretty much.
Duly noted.
Yeah.
So where exactly was this big boy found? And does its location tell us anything about its behavior or its habitat?
Well, this big boy was discovered near Newcastle, Australia, which is about 105 miles north of Sydney. Now, while this particular species is new to science, Sydney funnel webs in general are found within a 100-mile radius of Sydney along the eastern coast of Australia. They prefer to burrow in moist, sheltered places, like under rocks, logs, or even in gardens.
Wait, gardens, as in like places where people hang out and stuff.
Yeah, and it gets even more unsettling.
Oh.
Funnel webs are most active from November to April during their mating season. And the males, well, let's just say they get a little adventurous looking for a mate.
Right.
They'll venture out from their burrows into backyards, garages, sometimes even houses. People have reported finding them in shoes, laundry piles.
You name it.
Exactly.
I mean, it sounds like something out of a horror movie.
It does a bit.
But jokes aside, I imagine finding a new species of spider, especially one like this, is a pretty big deal for the scientific community.
It is. I mean, the fact that a new, larger species could go unnoticed for so long suggests that there might be even more undiscovered funnel web species out there.
Wow.
It also raises some questions about how this species evolved to be so much bigger. Was it because of environmental pressures, competition for resources? These are all things researchers are now looking into.
So it's not just a new species, it's potentially a whole new understanding of funnel web spiders and how they evolved.
You got it.
That's really fascinating. It makes you wonder, what other secrets are still out there in the world of creepy crawlies?
Exactly. This discovery really highlights just how important scientific research and exploration are. Who knows what other fascinating and potentially important species are just waiting to be discovered out there?
Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So to sum it all up, there's a new giant funnel web spider out there, but luckily the existing antivenom works on it.
That's the good news.
Yeah. But the real takeaway here, I think, is that we're constantly learning new things about the natural world, and discoveries like this show us that there's still so much out there to explore.
And who knows what other advancements are on the horizon, especially when it comes to anti-venom research. Perhaps there are keys to treating other venomous creatures out there just waiting to be discovered.
Now that's something to think about. Thanks for listening, everybody.
See you next time.
And, sweet dreams.
Yeah, maybe check your shoes before you go to bed.
Definitely.
Good advice.